Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Monday Night Jam. We are back again for another star-studded Monday Night Jam. Tonight, I am very happy to bring to the show another K. Breton boy, a guy that was sent my way by a few different people who all preach great words about this man and his songwriting and his covers. I was actually skipping through his YouTube just before the show there, and I was just noticing that he does such a wide variety of covers. He goes anything from Neil Young, Tom Petty, Pearl Jam. He actually has a really cool Pearl Jam cover on there with former guest Ryan Rideout. So, without further ado, let me bring to the screen Mr. Mike Fagan.
Hey man, how you doing?
Hey, not bad, buddy. Not bad. You?
Oh, pretty good.
Good, good. Thanks for coming on the show.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, no problem at all, man. Like I said, I've heard your name a few times now from guys saying you should really have Mike Fagan on. He'd be good to have on there. So nothing better than
It's nice to hear that people are vouching for me. You know, it's always a good thing.
yeah, it's good that people are vouching for you, but it's good that it's other musicians that are vouching for you.
Well, exactly. That's the main thing. Yeah.
Yeah. It's definitely a good thing that you have good moral support, right? Your peers are out there looking for you, looking forward to you, and
That's what it's kind of all about, right? That's what.
Yeah, and I keep
should be all about anyway.
yeah, I keep saying it on the shows. The best thing about K. Breton is that there's always great musical support from everybody in the industry here, right? Nobody's against one another. Everybody's not afraid to lead a hand to help someone out. So yeah, it's cool. It's cool. So yeah.
Exactly.
Helen King says he's an amazing singer and person. So I guess that's
nice.
Yeah, you're getting good PR in the comments already.
I can't see them. Oh, that's why, because I'm in the private chat.
There you go. That makes a big difference.
That does, yeah.
Yeah. So again, welcome to the show, man.
Thanks,
welcome everybody to the Monday Night Jam. This is Mike Fagan from Sydney, Nova Scotia.
Yes.
Here on the east coast of Canada for everybody watching west of the Causeway. He's an island boy tonight.
That's right.
Yeah.
Proud to be an island boy.
Yes. Nothing wrong with living on this little old island. As much as people complain about it, I couldn't imagine being anywhere else in the world.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
And as soon as the summer comes, it's even better to live here.
Oh, is it ever? Yeah. Oh. Just, I don't know, so many beaches and different hidden little places like that you can even find out about, different waterfalls, and I don't know.
Yeah, it's a different world from when I grew up. Like I couldn't imagine, like kids in high school now get to go experience all these cool things and see all these little unique places around the island because of Facebook and social media. Yeah. Where we're not far off in school and age. We were talking before, like we didn't have this option in high school, right? Like, we didn't have this option growing up. So it's cool now that we get to see that and get to see, different parts of the island and places to go. And that I know I've become an absolute in love fan of the Gooseberry Cove area. Been out there hiking quite a bit, and it's endless out there, and it's just so cool and different terrains and different ways to see a different part of the island out there.
I want to do a lot of that this summer, explore a lot, right? Because the lockdown kind of really made you realize how awesome it is to be outside, and can't really take it for granted, right? If we're living in this beautiful place, might as well go explore it.
Absolutely. It makes you appreciate outside a lot more than you ever did before being locked in your house and not able to do anything.
Yeah.
But with the whole being locked in the house and not being able to do anything, you wrote a couple tunes.
I wrote a couple tunes
while you were in. Yeah. And I said that from like the first show during all this, is that I couldn't wait to see what musicians were home putting shows together, putting songs together, like everything that was just going to come out of this, people being locked inside their house. And it hasn't let me down yet. Between the ultimate Nova Scotia kitchen party, throwing down all kinds of artists doing things that they would never do and releasing new tunes, and opening your eyes to, we know there's a lot of music here in Cape Breton Island
Oh yeah.
and the Maritimes too. But like to see
And
more and more people popping out of the woodwork, it's cool.
and just and, and like it's not an overly there's not a huge population which is crazy because it's like every second person is an awesome musician or artist or whatever. It's so yeah, it's pretty amazing when you think about it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we have good water down here. I think
yeah we must.
it's
Yeah.
all that. It's all the alcohol. It's one of the two.
I think there's a little bit because that does make the juices flow a little bit. You know.
Yeah, you get that liquid courage, and you don't mind getting up and singing.
That's right.
Yeah. So, do you want to open the show with one of those new tunes so we
uh,
can see what COVID did for you?
I will. Yep. Yep.
Cool. All right. Well, again, welcome everybody to the show. We got a few viewers on there right now. If you don't mind, if you're on here having a listen, having a view right now, give us a share. Share this specifically to your Facebook, and hopefully people share it some more and some more, so we can get lots of love out there for Mike Fagan doing his first live Facebook show.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, I kind of wanted to. I was thinking about doing one over, the last few months or whatever. But anyway, I didn't. But now here we go. So,
Oh, my good bud Brent Collins, I got him on here for the hip tribute, and he said he's like, oh, I don't like doing this stuff, but I haven't been doing music either, so it was kind of like something to light a fire underneath him to get him back going. So
yeah.
But hey, that's what we're here for: entertainment and music.
That's it.
Yeah. So, man, she's all yours.
All right. Something's coming around, something not known too well. Further down the road, something that was once known. But skies up they good or bad, starting to get hard to tell. The wrong seems right and the right seems wrong, and it's always on fixing something when it's already gone. Yeah, it's already gone. When it's already gone. Yeah, it's already gone. Governing, I think we need it right now. Let it be. We're gonna get out of this somehow. Comforting, I think we need it right now. Let it be. We're gonna get out of this somehow. The last 5 years on a dusty shelf, tried to clean it off as the other things fell. Tried to put all those pieces back on, and other things fell too far to tell. All this time searching for something, someone to help me. All along you just gotta learn to help yourself. Help yourself, help yourself, help yourself. Comforting, I think we need it right now. Let it be. We're gonna get out of this somehow. Comforting, I think we need it right now. Let it be. We're gonna get out of this somehow. think we need it right now. Let it be. I'm gonna get out of this somehow. Comforting. I think we need it right now. Let it be. I'm gonna get out of this somehow. Yeah.
That's right, folks. You heard it first. First time here on the Monday Night Jams. Mr. Mike Fagan. Mike, what was the title of that, my man?
Comforting.
Comforting. I like it. It's
Just, something I think everyone needed a little bit.
yeah.
3 months or something, you know.
yeah. That's an understatement. Everybody needs a little comforting, and
it is an understatement. Yeah. Yeah.
But how apropos though that it's everybody needs a little bit comforting the last few months, but everybody's been finding great comfort with music.
That's right.
Right.
Yeah.
Like there's you can go on YouTube and look up the videos all around the world. In Italy, they're out on their balconies and singing together, and guys playing the trumpet and sax for the right. It's amazing how much music brings people together and does comfort them, right? So it's a very fitting song to write during the time.
Yeah, it's kind of obvious, I guess, but yeah, no, it's
No, I dig it. I dig it for sure. Yeah, no, it was a good tune. I like it. You got some hand clapping going on there on the comment section. So
oh, nice.
Yeah. You got some fans out there watching, which is good. I just
something in the Breton Brew.
Something in the Breton Brew,
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, Brandon Bass said that. Yeah, there's something in the Breton Brew that's making everyone so creative.
Well, yeah. remember the old Bob and Doug McKenzie Strange Brew?
Yeah.
Yeah, that Breton Brew, man. I don't know.
I got that one. I got this one. I don't know. I armed myself with a couple tonight anyway.
Oh yeah, seven's good. Seven's good. The red coat's good. I've been on a jam kick lately. I don't know what it is. Yeah. I find it a little bit different than last year. Last year was really tart, and this year it tastes a little bit more like a beer.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't tasted it again yet since last year. Yeah.
Yeah. No, last year it was a little bit more sweety strawberry. This year it's toned down a bit with the sweet, but it still tastes delicious.
Nice. I'll have to give it a try then.
Yeah. No, it's definitely worth it. So it's the local guys, right? Like I said, it's in the water here. It must be in the products, the food, right? They just keep feeding it to us down here. We don't even realize it.
Yeah. Yeah. They're doing something. Whatever they're doing something right though. So
yeah. But no, we were talking in the green room before. Like, shout out to those guys. Like Breton Brewing, they started with this small, crazy idea to, let's open a brewery in Cape Breton, and bam. Yeah. Next thing you know, they're banging all over the province and all over the East Coast, and everything is just blowing up for them, right? So good product, awesome. Good beer. If there's anything we like in the Maritimes, it's alcohol. So
yeah, that's right.
Yes. Yeah, no.
Imagine if they I don't know. I think a lot of people were scared that the liquor stores were going to close. Like, in the pandemic, there would have been a friggin' riot about that.
You know what? They could have shut down everything else, but do not restrict us access from alcohol and marijuana. Like, you can't. No. You can't do that at all. And it's
essential.
Yeah, and it was, people were like, I can't believe they're not closing the liquor store. They're not, and the premier even came out and said, he's like, it's an essential. Like, there's.
Well, I mean, when you it really is when it comes down to it. Like, people depend on it. Like, people that are actually, addicted to alcohol or something, or I don't know. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I don't know. That need it basically. I don't know. But
yeah. Well, we just had Jane. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing the last name wrong. Rachel. She said hello from Montreal, and we love our alcohol here too.
Yeah.
I love Montreal. I love Quebec. That's just a great place to go. Why spend thousands and thousands of dollars to go down to the United States and be paranoid to death that you're going to go to jail when you can just go to Montreal and act like an idiot.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah.
Worst thing they're going to do is throw you into New Brunswick.
Yeah. Yeah, really.
Yeah. So one second here. I got my headphones wrapped around my chair. There we go. There we go. Yes. That's much better.
I feel like these ones are too short, but anyway.
Hey, they're still working. As long as you can hear and people can hear you, that's all that really matters.
We had a little bit of difficulty at the start there, but
yeah, we had some technical difficulties. We got the mic going. It's all back up and running now.
That might kind of be a trend. Well, I watched the one with you and Wayne, and you said you guys had a little bit of trouble with the mic.
Yeah, he couldn't get his to connect either. It was he fought with it and fought with it and fought with it, and then bam, it worked, and we were good.
And it's scary. It's like, holy shit! Like, we gotta go live soon. Like, anyway.
Yeah,
we gotta figure it out though.
That's why we do sound check nice and early before the show.
Yeah.
So yeah, with your song "Comfort" that you did there, you know, like you said, we need a little comfort during the COVID time. What else kind of kicked that tune into gear?
I don't know. I mean, I guess it was mainly that. I mean, I kind of had the idea for the song a little bit even before, like the melody and like, you know, but then the words kind of came together a little bit more, especially in the time that we were going through. And I don't know. I guess it's more. It can kind of be a little bit more personal, like relatable to me as well, right? But,
yeah.
But it's just kind of everything going on and stuff like that.
No, it's
there's a lot of times.
It's a very good tune. I like the lyrics to it. It has like a very Goo Goo Dolls feel to it.
Goo Goo Dolls, oh yeah.
Yeah, it's got a little bit of that '90s.
Yeah, I think I often I get that a lot, like a little bit of a '90s touch to things. I don't know, because I love that '90s music. Well, I mean grunge mainly, like the heavier stuff, like Nirvana, Alice in Chains, Pearl Jam, but I don't know. I kind of maybe some of that kind of creeps in. I don't know if, but you know.
Yeah, but see, there's a difference between like, and we can talk about this because we're really close in age. Is that the '90s produced some of the best music ever to come out, right? Like, it wasn't just, you know, grunge.
Of course, I have this here.
Yes, absolutely. I have a whole slew of things behind me, music, right? From I guess I got actually a Fire Valley Fire sitting on my record player right now, and then I got Pearl Jam 10 sitting behind me on the wall, and Neil Young's beside him. Like, it's just all the good.
I brought that on for you, the Killing Joke.
Yeah, the Killing Joke. I know you seen your
little display in the back.
Hey, appreciate it. I said I got my random walls of just foolish things that I picked up over the years. Actually, you can see Freddie Mercury hanging out over my shoulder over there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Oh yeah. All the good tunes, man. I like the classics. You know, everybody knows a good tune. But to go back to the '90s and hear Soundgarden and Pearl Jam and, you know, right, Nirvana. And from Nirvana came so many different bands, and from Pearl Jam came so many different bands. So it all grew and reflected its interests, and it's cool.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So, you know, we were talking before the show too. You're a big Matt Mays fan, a local guy, right? Since we're talking about inspirations and that, you know, he's not bad of a songwriter or anything.
Oh yeah, no.
He's okay, but
he's only a little bit good, yeah.
Yeah, just a tiny bit good, yeah. No, but there's so much talent here to draw from, right? You know, you get your Matt Mays, Adam Baldwin, or some of your you know, heavy hitting guys around here. Then you get your Dave Sampsons,
yeah.
You know, Dylan DeVoe with the boys in Pirate Jenny, Fire Valley Fire, yeah, right. Andre Petapod, like it's just, you keep going and looking at the musical talent around here, and it's mind blowing. So it's really hard not to draw inspiration from your local scene.
Oh man, yeah.
right? And I seen,
it's everywhere. It's everywhere, right? And
yeah,
and when you're feeling kind of down, you don't want to really do anything or play the guitar, then you just hear someone else play, and you're like, it just inspires you, right? It's like, well, why am I not doing this right now? Like, might as well pick up the guitar and write a tune, and it's cool.
yeah. And you've done your fair share of songwriter circles too at Govs and that, right? So it's cool to get in with the locals and share those stories with one another and catch a tune and pick it up. So like Wayne Badecki said last week, he was doing the Nova Scotia Music Week, and call it had a tune, and she was like, "I'll never use this. This is more your tune," and turn it into a Wayne tune. So it's cool to get that inspiration and get that camaraderie between one another to share tunes and do stuff like that too, right? So
totally,
it's
pretty neat.
Yeah. So you got another tune for us?
I certainly do.
Cool. Again, anybody watching right now, if you haven't shared already, give us a share. Make sure we get Mike's face out there all over the internet. I'm going to while Mike's getting online and singing his tune, I'm going to throw his music page up in the comments so you guys can give him a like and a follow on there as well. He does a lot of stuff on his own personal page, but I'm sure there's videos popping up here and there on his other page as well that you can watch out for and follow along with. And we're here to support local musicians. It's the whole premise of this show, supporting local and getting a little bit more face value for people that might not recognize who we are and don't attend Governors and don't hang out at those places.
That's why I was really pumped that you invited me on. It's always nice, for someone to reach out to you like that, right? And especially since we never really have formally met before. Like
no,
I've seen you at venues. Like I know I have, but we never actually chatted and stuff like that, right? So it's kind of cool that you reached out to me and
no, that's like I said, I'm always looking for something local, something new, something that needs a little bit more attention. So I'm more than happy to bring you on the show and get your face out there. Like I said, not everybody goes to Governors, not everybody goes out to the bar scenes and sees these kind of shows. So it's good to get your name out there. Yeah, especially on now.
Well, I mean, it's open now. Things are slowly opening back up, but the music, the live music thing might take it a bit. I think.
I know. Like Ontario, I was reading the thing. Ontario has banned all local, or not local, but all live music, no matter what, because their concern is that if I'm sitting in a room and you're singing loud, what am I going to do to a person?
Right.
Yell, which turns spits and so they just said nope, no live music, none. You're not allowed having any kind of music in a bar, in a restaurant, nothing right now.
It's hard to hear that, but
hopefully it doesn't come to that here. We're doing pretty good here in Nova Scotia.
Yeah.
All right, man, I'll give you the floor and let you play us a tune.
Cool, man. The song's called Change. I saw this a couple of years ago. Actually, I'll play another one instead. Then I'll play that one. This one's called Only One I Know. When the darkness comes a-knocking, don't let the sweetest things be forgotten. Hold them close with dreams and hope and tie them together with that big rope, yeah. When the darkness comes a-knocking, when the fog it starts to rolling, your voice know that I will know it. Sticks and stones to break my bones, but your words I'll hold them close, yeah. Even if they sounded awful, even after all I know, still the light I have come and dreams they go. You're the only one I know, and you're the only one I know. I have the chance to be excited, then I think that I should hide it. What's the point of standing strong with all I feel ain't what's wrong? Yeah, then your voice, it reminds me just how good that I might be. Oh, how goddamn good it could be. And even after all I know, still a lot I have to show. Because people come and dreams they go, and you're the only one I know, and you're the only one I know. When the darkness comes knocking, you will never be forgotten. When the darkness comes knocking, even after all I know, still a lot I have to show. Because people come in dreams they go. You're the only one I know, and you're the only one I know, and you're the only one I know, and you're the only one I know.
Loving the tunes, man. Loving them. Absolutely loving them. Molly Babinson, that's her favorite one. Killer progression.
She actually does some killer keyboard to that. We were jamming as me and her and Jacob Noonan. We did a couple of songwriter circles together, actually, at Governor's, and we all kind of jammed that one out. And yeah, she added some awesome keyboard to it. And it made me want to start a band and everything. I still want to do, but those keyboards sounded pretty nice. So yeah, thanks, Molly. She's very talented as well. So.
She is. Yeah. And Mr. Scholar's on there saying killer picking.
Thanks, partner.
Yeah.
He's a cowboy, right? So.
Yeah. No, we had Molly on last week. Molly was on here jamming out with us last week.
Yeah.
Molly's a.
Oh no, she's fantastic. Yeah.
Fantastic. Yeah. No, she. We kind of grew up together. Her grandparents lived next to mine, or next to my parents, and we've known each other since a very. Let's make a band. That's it. She's on. She's game. She wants to make a band.
Yeah.
I think that's what he's got to start working on now.
Yeah. Like me personally?
Well, Molly says let's make a band. Molly's all over. She said let's go. Let's make a band.
Let's do it. All right, we're doing it. I'm in.
All right, there is. We won't know what the name of the band is, but anybody watching right now will know. We heard this. We've seen this happen here.
I keep on forgetting to look at the comments here.
Yeah.
Nice. I'm glad I have this big screen here. I'm not utilizing it. It's like.
I'll keep reading them to you. I'll keep telling you what's going on. You keep worrying about entertaining everybody.
Yeah.
Shout out to Brandon Bates there.
Yeah, man.
Hello, Brandon. Another super talented fella that's been on the show.
Yeah. Yeah, man. He's great.
Yeah, he's not bad. He's.
Yeah,
he can play a tune or two.
I said, I find him and Brian like they sound similar, but I find Brandon kind of has like a little bit of a rockier edge or something. I
Yeah,
thought myself, which is pretty cool. Right?
he's Brian's a little more country folk.
Yeah, yeah,
Brandon's got a little edge to him.
yeah, yeah, exactly.
He must be the black sheep. That's why.
The black sheep.
But yeah, no, these are all guys that you get to play with on a regular basis around here too, and do your
Yeah.
songwriter circles and that. So it must be overwhelming at times, I guess, to sit down with some of these guys that you look up to and realize that you're sitting across from them sharing tunes.
Um, yeah, it is. It really is. Uh, sometimes I wish maybe I'd like to start playing a little bit more, but I don't know. I remember we did a pretty cool songwriter session. Jeez, when was it? I think it was I think it was last October or something. And it was the first time I ever played with Justin Vallis. Um, and yeah, man, he's a killer singer. Like, he has an amazing voice. I was like, oh my god, like just when he was singing, everyone was just like all the all the other artists up there. No, it was pretty cool. So yeah, that was neat. Yeah, it was me and RG, Rob Murphy, Justin Vallis, Molly, Babin, and Dwayne at Akio. So that was cool. That was
Yeah.
it was a huge songwriting circle.
Absolutely, that's a big one.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, you are right. Justin Vallis has one hell of a voice on him.
Yeah.
His tunes are just the man can write for days.
Yeah.
Right, which is it's cool. And it doesn't matter what style he's with. Like I know his old band, one of my personal favorites, like Bella Rebellion, where they were really kind of a folky contemporary style, and they were great. But now he's with Fire Valley Fire, and it's just like bangers.
Yeah.
Right, so it shows how versatile he is.
And it was cool because it was the first time I met him, and he's like, "Man, you got some good tunes and good lyrics," and like, I'm like, "Thanks a lot, man. Like, it means a lot." Like,
Yeah,
kind of like an unbiased opinion. Like, I just met him, and like he's an amazing artist himself, and
yeah. And a super nice guy. Like I think there's nobody has a bad thing to say about Justin Vallis. He's always the nice guy.
No, because it was his idea to well, Rob Murphy wanted to do the Songwriter Circle, but we wanted to do it for a cause, and then Justin jumped on board and said, "Let's do it for Pathways."
Yeah,
and then which was a great cause. So yeah, it was perfect. So
yeah, no, Justin's a very big person when it comes to pathways for employment and getting guys back out on the streets and getting them out working and getting them back on their feet and doing the right things for people. So good on him for doing that, and good on community for allowing that.
Yeah.
All right. There's I know I seen them a few times up at like the regional hospital doing some work at the health park and that. So good that they're actually getting out there and giving people a second chance, which is great to see happen around here.
Yeah, for sure.
Right, you got to think when you're in major cities, you don't really see that happen too often. That
No.
you can get a second chance and be put out in the public like that, and have somebody that's willing to jump in and dedicate themselves to doing that. So it's just another testament of where we live and what we do here, right? We always got one another's back one way or another.
Mm-hmm.
It's either stabbing it or patting it.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. All right, man. So we were talking, local artists and that before, and we were talking Matt Mays. I know I came across a pretty good cover that you've done a few years ago, Matt Mays. We were talking how you're a big fan of Queen of Portland, yeah, or you got Tall Trees. Like you're a Matt Mays fan, and I love hearing. Like I said to you, I love hearing people come on and do their originals. It's awesome to hear what comes out of somebody as their tunes, but I love hearing a cover tune come out of somebody because it shows it shows their diversity, it shows their range, and it shows their inspiration too, right? Like where you draw what you get from.
Yeah.
Right. So for you to sit down and play a Matt Mays tune, you're not just playing it because you're playing it. You're playing it because you're a fan.
Well, and definitely inspired me for my tunes and stuff too. Like I like that I don't know, he seems to be able to spit a lot of lyrics out or something. I don't know, which I really like. Like I don't know, like he says a lot of words in his songs. I find.
Yeah, they're well written. It's not
Yeah,
just it's
yeah,
not the same chorus flipped over and over and over again. There's an actual storyline to his
yeah. He's a
tunes.
really good songsmith, that's for sure.
Yeah. So you want to give us a little Matt Mays, entertain people with a little bit of East Coast rock and roll?
Just trying to decide which one. They said Clean Portland Street, so. I guess we'll do that one.
All right.
I wish I had the harmonica to go with it, but you know.
Yeah, we'll have to scam. We'll have to get somebody here. I have to get Colin Gillis from Pretty Archie to pair up with you some night and play the harp for it.
That'd be awesome. He's amazing on the harp, man.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So again, Mike Fagan here on the Monday Night Jams. Give us a share. Give us a like. Mike's music page is in the comments there. Give him a like and a follow as well. And right now, he's going to play us a little Matt Mays, Queen of Portland.
Changing song on a white cassette, melodies that you never forget. Getting me a triple and a BCD. The good times, yeah, will be on me. Throw in the shifter 1, 2, and 3. Find me the queen on Portland Street. Out in the 5 runner, out in the rain. Me and G chasing a hurricane. Come my lane, you cut me a deal, 'cause I work so hard and I never steal. At the 827 punch down my lights, down at Rudy's last Saturday night. I know this road like the back of my hand, from the Donut Temple to the Uptown Stand. Me and G will meet you at the tunes with the tune in the moon. Yeah, we'll be there soon. Throw in the shifter 1, 2, and 3. Find me the queen of Portland Street. Out in the 5 runner, out in the rain. Me and G chasing hurricanes. And the good times go, yeah, flying like the sparrows south. Flying so hard, fools like you and me, yes, we never get to understand. Or get to dismiss all this distance. Throw in the shifter 1, 2, and 3. Find me the queen on Portland Street. Out in the 5 runner, out in the rain. Me and G chasing a hurricane. Throw in the shifter 1, 2, and 3. Find me the queen of Portland Street. Out in the 5 runner, out in the rain. Me and G chasing hurricanes. Me and G chasing hurricane. Me and G chasing hurricane. Me and G chasing hurricane. Me and G chasing hurricane.
You know, you can't, like I said, he's a great songwriter, but there's one line in that whole song that just shows that he's East Coast Canadian through and through.
The Don't Air?
No, well, the Don't Air, that too, but like
Yeah.
the triple in the BCD. For anybody that doesn't know what a BCD is, that's a Boston cream donut.
Yeah. Triple. That's a lot of cream and sugar.
You know what? It's only one step up from a double.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Right? It's only one more shot of each.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's he, like you said, he is a phenomenal songwriter and has a lot of lyrics, which it's for you to sit down and cover too. That's a lot to remember.
Yeah.
And make sure you get her nice and straight out the whole way.
Like the words, you mean? Or
Yeah, the lyrics.
yeah, they are. Yeah, it took a little bit to remember all those ones, but once you get them in there, they're locked in there. I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah, well, even original artists that write their originals and sing them nonstop forget lyrics. It
Yeah. Oh
happens.
yeah. It does happen. Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. I've told the story numerous times. J.P. Cormier,
Yeah.
who's nothing but a veteran of the music industry. I was shooting a show with him at the Cellar here in North Sydney,
Okay.
and middle of the song, he completely forgot his own lyrics and
Yeah.
just started meowing, saying meow 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 meow
Oh
meow
really?
meow. Yeah, yeah, that's what
Good
he
cover.
ad libbed. Yeah, he didn't stop. He didn't do nothing. He just kind of meow 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 until he remembered what he had to do, and then he jumped back into the song.
That's funny.
So it just shows it happens, right?
Yeah.
It happens to the best
Oh,
of us.
it does. Yeah, it's for sure. I'm sure sometimes a little bit too much beer might have something to do with it, but
That's a good possibility. One too many beers, one too many joints.
sometimes that makes people better. I don't know, but anyway.
I don't know. It makes I Andrew Doyle always says, the more you drink, the better I sound.
Yeah,
So
that's true. Yeah,
yeah,
that's right.
you sounded really good tonight, man.
Yeah.
Thanks, guy that can barely stand up holding the railing right now.
Yeah.
So Did you play both of your COVID tunes? Did I missed that the second one that you sang was your original, or did you only do one of your newly writtens?
I only did one, but I do have another one. It's
Cool.
a little bit on the slower side. I mean, I guess a lot of my tunes are kind of a little bit mellow anyway, but this one's a little bit more sadder sounding, but whatever. I mean, sad
Hey,
times, right?
music is music, buddy. It doesn't matter how it goes. It's fast or slow. It's music, right? And
Yeah.
I was excited when we talked about you coming on the show in the first place. You're like, oh, this is perfect because I got tunes that I wrote that nobody heard yet, and I'm like, yes,
Yeah.
that's
I
even
mean,
better.
there was little like clips and stuff on Instagram, so I mean, but not the full. I guess not the full effect, right?
Yeah, the process. You had the process posted on there,
Yeah, that's
which
right.
is cool. Well, yeah, no, I appreciate you coming on the show and showcasing them off and letting people hear your tunes for the first time since we can't go anywhere and
Yeah, man. I
do it
appreciate
right there. So yeah, no, it's awesome that you get to come on here and play it for me and for these adoring fans that are sitting here watching us from the comfort of their own home, probably having a drink themselves on a
it. Yeah,
Monday night with nothing to do tomorrow. Well, I can't say that. Stuff is starting to happen. You are starting to have to go places again and work and get back out there. So it is slowly starting to come back to one another.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, and I'm glad. Like I said to you before when you messaged me, I'm glad that you invited me on, and because it's great because I never really did something like this, and it's just great to get back into the jive of whenever live music is going to happen again. This is kind of just a nice way to rekindle, you know,
Yeah, get the spark going again.
playing to people. Yeah, yeah, you know what I mean.
Yeah, and there's been so much. And so we started doing these shows back in the fall, and then we took a little break for a while, and then we started coming back. And then as we started coming back, then it was, this show, and then it was, this person was coming on live, and this person was coming on live, and then it was, we have like the we have the Monday Night Jam, and then we have the Thursday night guitar show with Dylan DeVoe, the Friday night Brian Cathcart show.
Yeah,
Monday nights before the show is Elise Aaron. There's all kinds
yeah.
right popping up there now, which I love. Like
She's awesome. She just like came out of nowhere. Like she was away or something.
yeah, she's from the Bay,
Babe.
and then lived in Toronto, and then lived down in the States, and then
Yeah,
she's back here now. She's getting ready to move back to the States. She's married to a fella from down there, so they're getting ready to move in, but can't right now. But no, she's incredible, absolutely incredible.
yeah,
Really, I make the joke with her all the time now that she's my back pocket speaker. She's in my back pocket while I'm getting ready for the show. I put her live stream on and throw my phone in my pocket and
yeah.
just kind of buzz around setting up and that. So she plays the soundtrack to my
That's
Monday nights. Yeah,
that's killer.
yeah. All right, man. Well, I'll stop talking and I'll let you get on there and play your other new tune that you were inspired to write during all this foolishness going down in the world,
Yes.
which I'm excited to hear.
As Michael Scott would say, yes.
Yeesh. All right, buddy. She's all yours.
to even sleep right. I know I'm not on my own, and I'm trying to get my thoughts straight. Feel like I'm chasing a ghost. So I've been up all night, just waiting to hit that wall. Running out of my excuses, don't have to carry them all. And I've been waiting in your line. Can't you find it, or am I too far behind? Can I get to you, or am I just losing my mind? Are we trains on separate tracks waiting to pass by? Thought tonight was the night, not good at taking it slow. All the pieces fit right until it matters the most. So I've been up all night, just waiting to hit that wall. Running out of my excuses, don't have to carry them all. Yeah, and I've been waiting in your line. Can you find me, or am I too far behind? Can I get to you, or am I just losing my mind? Our trains on separate tracks waiting to pass by. And I've been waiting in your line. Can you find it, or am I too far behind? This time is slipping away just like my mind. Are we trained on separate tracks waiting to pass by? Waiting to pass by. Waiting to pass by. Waiting to pass by. Yeah, waiting to pass by. Yeah, waiting to pass by. Waiting to pass by. Waiting to pass by. Yeah, waiting to pass by. And now I'm been waiting in your line. Can you find it, or am I too far behind?
Great job, man.
Thank you.
Yeah, great
Thank you very
tune.
much.
Another great
Thank you
tune,
very
yeah.
much.
I
That's
don't
all
know
I'd
if
like
you
to say.
I don't know if you
that?
can hear the crowd clapping.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody's cheering and liking that one, so
Thanks, guys.
it's different though, eh? Not hearing the people reaction, or hearing that person that won't shut the hell up the whole time you're singing.
Well, that's definitely a good thing, but I don't know. Yeah, it's kind of cool though. It's different, but I love it. Oh, Marissa, thanks, Marissa. She's a video chat friend that I met like over the COVID
Cool.
lockdown, just with a few friends. Yeah, a friend of a friend, I guess. So thanks for joining.
Yeah, thanks for joining in. Thanks for joining in and watching the Monday Night Jam. It's the people that make it the show, right?
That's right.
If not, it would just be me, you sit here chatting.
Which would
You
still
be-
be cool.
Oh, that'd be fine. I'll sit here and listen to you play. That's cool. I got no problem listening to music. But I'm either going to sit in here listening to you play, or I'm just going to have Spotify on listening to something else play. So,
That's right. Yeah. Too funny.
but no, man, your tunes are good. I'm loving
Thanks.
the yeah. I listened to quite a few of your things over the last week, just trying to familiarize myself with what you actually play and having that. And I've kind of taken a really much liking to Where's All the Beer Gone.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's a pretty good tune. I like that.
I don't even know if I know how to play that one anymore.
Well, it's one of those tunes that you written, you buried.
It's been so long. I would like to play it, but
Hey, no, I'm not asking you to play. I'm just saying it's a good tune.
you like that one?
I do. Yeah, it's just I don't
No
know,
one
something.
really ever. Yeah.
It's one of those ones that just kind of stuck out to me. That, and then of course, I just before the show, I found the one of you and Ryan Rideout.
Yeah.
doing big holes.
Yeah. We used to jam quite a bit back in the day. Yeah.
It's it's not often you hear somebody do a Pearl Jam cover, anyways.
No.
Right?
Well, it's not quite. Well, yeah, Eddie Vedder. It's like one of Eddie Vedder's solo. I think it was from
Yeah.
that the soundtrack from Into the Wild, which is an awesome movie. He did
Yeah.
the soundtrack for that whole movie. I think actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's got a lot of he did what else was he did songs for, was it I Am Sam?
Did he?
I
Yeah.
think, yeah, I think he did a few
He's
tunes for
such
that
a
soundtrack.
talented guy. Oh man, he's so talented. Like and you can look at like all the different other artists he plays with and stuff and does cover. Like I never even knew he did half of the stuff he does. Like collaborating with, you know,
Yeah, well, like
Eddie or whatever. Like it's just so cool. I don't know.
I remember, like my brother's a few years older than me. He's 8 years older than me, so a lot of my music influences coming up came from my brother, and my brother actually worked for the K-Breton Oilers, so he had a lot of different music influences throughout the whole thing coming at him. So I remember hearing Temple of the Dog,
Oh, I love Temple of the
right,
Dog.
growing up, and like that was amazing. And then started hearing Pearl Jam after that, and like AC/DC and Metallica and stuff. But I'm going, oh yeah, Hunger Strike, killer.
Me and my buddy Jason, when I was in Halifax, he did Jason Boudreau. I don't know if he's tuned in tonight or not, but he does a open mic. Well, he did an open mic every Sunday at Dirty Nelly's, and so me and Ryan would be like there almost every Sunday. And anyway, I'm like, we're doing Temple of the Dog, Hunger Strike. You're gonna do the Cornell because I can't fucking sing that high. I'll do the Eddie Vedder, and it was so fun. Like the first time we did it, I think was the best. I don't know why. Just I don't know. We were feeling it more.
Unprepared.
Yeah, and I think we got tighter at doing it as we went on, but there just wasn't the spontaneous like effect to it or something. I don't know.
Yeah, no,
but it was so fun. We did that all the time. Yeah.
it's such a powerful killer tune.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
man, oh my god, it's to have Chris Cornell and Eddie Vedder in the same band doing vocals. Like, how do you top that?
Yeah, no, it's. And then I kicked myself for like not when I was younger in that day and age. Like I didn't even like listen to that shit. I'm like, what the hell was I listening to? Like, I discovered all this stuff while I was old. Like I don't know. I wish I was, like in my 20s, late 20s, 30s, in the 90s. You know what I mean? I wish I was born a decade earlier or something.
Born a decade earlier, or learned this stuff a little bit earlier.
Well, even just be born there. I don't know, just to go to Seattle and stuff, right in the middle of that grunge
Right in the
movement. I don't know. That must have been something cool. Anyway.
Yeah, like there's so much talent and craziness that came out of that Seattle sound, right? Like you got your Nirvana, and then you got Pearl Jam. Like watching the old Pearl Jam concerts where you got Eddie Vedder literally hanging from the lighting trusses,
yeah,
upside down.
That was cool. Yeah,
right, like jumping on people. He's still he's older now. Like he's in his 50s, I believe now, but he's still a take no shit kind of guy.
Oh yeah. Oh, definitely.
Yeah, no, I watched a video of him on YouTube last week of him like just stopping his concert dead. Nope, stop it. This guy's being an asshole. Goodbye.
Really?
Yeah. Kicked him out.
I remember Dave Grohl did something like that.
Yeah, Dave Grohl too, another guy.
In the crowd, and he's like, "Get the hell out of my concert!" He's like, "That guy right there." Yeah, just topped everything.
Yeah. No, this guy was giving a girl shit and had like his hand in her face and that, and he was like, "Whoa, whoa, whoa, whoa," and stopped the band. He was like, "You want to put your hand in a woman's face? You can do it somewhere else, but you're not doing it at my concert. So get out." And like, and they didn't just like, but he didn't turn around and leave. No, they pushed him to like the barricade at the front, and security like lifted him up over the barricade with everybody watching and escorted him out of the concert. I'm like, bad enough you were being an idiot, but now you're
to show kind of man he is, right? Like the kind of
guy
he is. So
yeah,
very cool.
Yeah. Well, and Dave Grohl again. Dave Grohl's another like absolute amazing person out there that doesn't put up with shit.
Yeah.
Phenomenal musician. Who thought that a guy like that could be in two major bands in one lifetime?
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Yeah.
Right, to come as the drummer for Nirvana and
I
then
know.
to be the
It
front
shocks me
man.
when some people I meet don't know that. It's like, yeah, Dave Grohl was the drummer for Nirvana. Like, what? Really?
Man, I knew they looked alike. Like,
Yeah. Well, that photo it shows like a rare photo of the drummer from Nirvana and the lead singer of Foo Fighters. Yeah. That's and the thing is, it would trick some people because some people don't
I
know.
have no idea.
They're like,
Literally have no idea.
yeah.
But no, it's cool. It's cool as hell. I watched a documentary on Nirvana and that, and Butch Vig talking about Kurt saying like when he was talking about getting Dave Grohl, and he's like, "Man, you have no idea. Like, we got the best drummer in the world." Butch was like, "Yeah, okay." And then they went in to record "Smells Like Teen Spirit," and Dave laid down that first, and
Yeah.
Butch was like, "Holy
Just that
shit!" That
amazing drum beat. Yeah, it's crazy.
yeah, that triple kick at the beginning of "Smells Like Teen Spirit." That's just it's throwdown time.
Without without those drums, I mean, it'd still be an awesome song, but that just adds,
Yeah, absolutely.
adds what
That's
it is, right?
yeah. It added to the sound of that Seattle sound too, right? Like that heavy thumping sound.
Yeah.
That was so synonymous with that era in music before things started going on a downward spiral of auto tune.
I know.
Music's not like it used to be. Right? There is still good music. Don't get me wrong. There's still all kinds of good music out there, but
Yeah.
it's not the same kind of music.
Not quite the same, no.
No, you can hear the difference. I talked about it with Molly last week. I was watching a Howard Stern interview with Steven Tyler.
Yeah.
And Steven Tyler was talking about how, like, when they first started with Aerosmith back in the 70s,
Yeah.
they would walk into the studio as a band. Everybody was wrecked, and they just lay the record down. And that was it. Everybody one room, off the floor. That was it. And now it's like Steven Tyler goes in for his vocals 1 week, and then Joe will go in for his guitars another week. Like, there's no working as a band on it anymore. They kind of just put it together, and then everybody goes and does it. It takes away from it.
Definitely does. It takes away. It must take away some of just the.
Yeah, like, I understand there's process. Yeah, there's process to recording like that and fixing stuff up and that. But when you have all the musicians in one room laying it down, they feed off one another and pick up on one thing. Like, Steven Tyler might not like the way Joe Perry says that. Well, he has to wait and send him an email and wait another week for him to come back and record it again and then go over it. Like, that feels not there, right? Same as that live performance, right? That's why I always love seeing a band live versus a recorded product, because when you see them live, you see how they gel together and what comes of them and how they act on the stage, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
that natural essence or whatever.
Yeah, it's that vibe that you feed off one another. It's really cool, right? And jams end up being, one little song end up being a crazy jam, or it could make or break it being just another track on the album, or it could be that big hit that feeds the bank account.
For sure.
Yeah. All right, man. What are you thinking? You got another tune? You got something else you want to throw at us?
I got another tune. Yeah.
All right, man.
Will it be the last one, or I don't know?
Well, we'll do one more. We'll do this one, and then I'll get you to do one more to close the show out.
Ooh, okay. All right.
All right.
Yeah, sounds good. Yeah.
All right. Shall yours again.
Torn from another life, and now I'm over 30. Was I purposely put here home, baby? Am I worthy? Doing the stars shine down at you. I think they do, baby, when you're looking, 'cause I'm not worried, no. Yeah, yeah. I've finally lost the rest of my innocence and all the pretty little things that go along with it. The last time I helped someone, I can't be sure of it. Constantly stuck in my own head, yeah, yeah. They cut us, they would tease us, they everything in between us. I don't stay true because I got you. They will never beat us. The sinners, all the haters, all the lovers, God's made us. All the users, the abusers, I got you and they can't change us. The sinners, all the haters, all the lovers and the naysayers, the users, the abusers, I got you and they can't change us. Yeah, yeah. Got a few friends of mine that always say leave it behind. But what's the point of holding on? Forget about it, 'cause you'll stay strong. Come back a better man next year. Thank you. All the sinners, all the haters, all the lovers that God's made us. All the users, the abusers, I got you and they can't change us. The sinners, all the haters, all the lovers and the naysayers. The users, the abusers, I got you and they can't change us.
Another beauty. Yeah, man, you got some great tunes. Yeah, you got all kinds. What's
I messed
that?
the ending. I kind of messed up the ending,
But hey, if you didn't tell me that, I wouldn't have known.
no, just yeah, just one of those things.
Yeah, I would have never known. Never known. That's the best thing about the show. But I always say this show is live, acoustic, and unscripted because you just
Yeah, there's
things happen.
Yeah.
Things happen. People say stuff.
Something that nobody else would probably notice, but it just
You knew.
That's right.
Keep you up tonight. You'd be laying in bed going, I can't believe he's messed up that
I
last
know.
part.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, man. Like I said, thanks for coming on the show tonight. I really do appreciate you and everybody that comes on the Monday Night Jam. You know, it's great that you guys come on and give a little bit of time for free and hang out and chat and play some tunes and showcase what you can do. I'm endlessly grateful for everybody that comes on the show and you for coming on tonight. So thanks again, man. I really do appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, no, it was great. Like I said, I got your name thrown at me a few times now to head out and reach out to you, and I've been scouring looking for talent here, there, and everywhere. So it was good to bring another caber back on the air. I think pretty well. I've got the vast majority of guests on the show has been somebody from the island, not too far off. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, man. This is going to be the end of the show. I'll let you play it out. Your choice, whatever you want. I don't care. You do a cover, you do an original, whatever you want to do.
I don't know.
This is your big encore.
Yeah. Well, we only went a little over 10. That's not too bad.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
Okay, man. All right. Yep. I'll take it away.
All right.
Cover original. I don't know. It's sometimes it's fun to end on a cover, but I'll do an original. That's okay.
All right.
It's always good to promote your own stuff, right?
That's right. That's right.
Kind of what the show's about too. So
yeah. So everybody, thanks for tuning in to the Monday Night Jam. I will be announcing next week's guest later in the week. We're just finalizing some small details with that. Potentially, it's going to be a 2-pack next week. So we got to work out a little bit more logistics on the show. So we're just I want to wait to announce it in case anything changes before then. But I will keep your eyes on the Monday Night Jams Facebook page and also on Ripple Effects Cape Breton and Ripple Effects Canada. As well, don't forget to tune into all our other awesome shows that we have on Ripple Effects Canada and Cape Breton throughout the week to entertain you guys from our little old island here on the east coast of Canada. And again, Mike, thanks, brother. Thanks for coming on the show, man. Really appreciate it. Close the road for us, pal.
All right, thanks, brother. It's an older tune. It's a good one. It's a little more upbeat, so it's a good finisher. Wish they could see me when I'm at my bed. Wish they could see me when I don't have to wait. I just wanna go someplace and tell them my story. If they can't seem to handle it, even if it's a little boring, I know. And if they can see us now, they can see us now, they can see we got our shit together now. And if they can see us now, they can see us now, see that we are out together now. And I just wish that you come a little closer. Let's just pretend that we're something that we're not for long. Tell them anything that you want to, my dear. If they can't seem to handle it, then they're just full of their own fear. And if they can see us now, they can see us now, they can see we got our shit together now. And if they can see us now, they can see us now, they can see that we are out together now. And if they can see us now, they can see us now, they can see we got our shit together now. And if they see us now, they can see us now, that we are out together now. When I know Yeah. I see me with you right beside. Yeah. Walking down the path, oh, we look so low. Whoa. It doesn't matter, 'cause I always get right back up and home. And we all fall down once again. And we all fall down once again. And if they can see us now, they can see us now. They can see we got our shit together now. And if they can see us now, they can see us now. They can see that we are all together now. And if they can see us now, they can see us now. They can see we got our shit together now. And if they see us now, they can see us now. See that we are all together now.
Again, thanks for tuning into the Monday Night Jams here live on Ripple Effects Canada and Ripple Effects Cape Breton. Mike Fagan, thanks, man. Absolutely beautiful to have you on the show. Great job tonight, man. Really appreciate it. Good night, folks. We'll see you next Monday night.
Good night, guys.